I'm currently at the University of Southampton studying population and geography. I'm in my final year and I'm about to graduate in May.
These days I am a curator, art and culture consultant and a Reiki master.
I left after the A-levels obviously and went to medical school in London, and I've been a consultant in the newborn care unit at the John Radcliffe Hospital since 2001.
I remember my first day at Headington really well. That was in year 9, didn't know anyone. I remember going in and we did some really fun bonding activities, and it was on that first day when I was oh, it's actually going to be really fun. I made a really solid friendship group on my first day, and I think from then I was oh no, this is a really nice place to be.
So my time at Headington is a very rich memory of a lot of happiness, the joy of learning, great friendships, and just a really happy, formative time.
I think one of the greatest things about being at Headington is that it instilled me with a lot of confidence. I think the opportunity to go and study art, I don't think would have come to me if it wasn't for being here.
Bursaries have always played a really important part for us here at Headington Rye, enabling families to send their children to us when they might not have been able to otherwise. It's so important that we continue to resource that, and the 1915 Club is exactly what this is around. We currently support over 50 families, and over 50% of them are on transformational bursaries. This costs over £1 million a year. We do that without any large endowments, and so you can imagine how important it is that the 1915 Club continues to support this work.
I feel very privileged to have had it. I think I've had lots of different types of leadership position. I'm not sure I would have held them in the same way if I hadn't had the education that I'd had.
I had no idea that I would go into medicine, and it was very much the support that my teachers gave me and encouraged my parents that that was a career that I could consider and that I would, and clearly I've thrived and enjoyed. It's been a huge success. But my parents believe passionately about making choices and supporting our education. Things became increasingly difficult, and so although I wasn't aware of it at the time, they approached Headington to ask if they might support me with a partial bursary during my sixth form years. And that was a tremendous gift. I'm incredibly grateful.
Well, I guess one thing that I just remember so fondly is with rowing. And I think without the financial support that my parents and me had received, then that wouldn't have been possible for me to go and take part in those activities.
It was a great privilege to be offered the post as head girl, and that brought a lot of fun. I remember moments of anxiety standing on stage when I had to introduce the new headmistress.
I really believe in the diversity of voices in any situation, and if you're only bringing in one sort of type of person, it doesn't give you a very rounded view of the world. And so I think the bursary programme has been really valuable for this school, and my experience of that was that my year group were pretty diverse. Bursary programmes allow a much wider range of people to access these facilities and this type of education, and I'm really proud to be supporting that effort. I think it's really, really good.
Opportunities from any sort of talent, or if someone has a passion for a subject, the ability to go and take that 10 steps further, whether that's through the quality of the education, through the facilities.
A small period of support can have such an impact for the rest of your life. And I see it almost as a concept of paying it forward, that you have the opportunity to receive something, and then it changes you for the rest of your life.
In the current financial environment, we have 20% VAT on fees. With the cost of living crisis, obviously more and more families are finding it difficult to continue to support their children here at Headington Rye. A regular gift, £19.15 a month or a quarter or even annually, it all makes a difference. So please do think about how you can help contribute. Thanks to our generous community, we make life-changing differences to our pupils and their families. In 2025, 4 out of our 6 girls who received Oxford offers all have benefited from the bursary programme. It's so important to us that we continue the diversity in the school, because diversity in the school really changes the education for all of those taking part. Please be part of this amazing programme.